We've gone to the point of the year where it's time to put Mr. Beast into the NBA. 2K22 is winding down, and so now it's time to kind of do the end of the year celebration videos. I don't know about a celebration, the game wasn't that good, but we're gonna do a couple crazy career sims, a couple of videos featuring stuff from my channel over the past year, and today we're starting with a MrBeast Career Simulation. I've been talking about doing this for a while, but here we go. We got Jimmy in the NBA. He's actually pretty good at basketball. He's played in a couple of those celebrity charity games, and he's looked pretty decent. I'm pretty sure he played baseball and basketball in high school and played varsity. He's in the draft class. He's here with Victor Wembanyama, Scoot Henderson, all of those guys. We do have the 2K23 rosters loaded up in. I'm going to simulate a year. We'll get to the draft class and see where MrBeast gets drafted to. Truly, it doesn't matter how good MrBeast is because he's probably going to pay, just take the worst contracts ever. This dude is going to take, the league minimum for his whole career and just give it away to his friends. This man don't care about the bag in the NBA. And MrBeast is going to the Detroit Pistons, teaming up with Jaden Ivey and Cade Cunningham. On the draft, it says MrBeast's ceiling is Vince Carter and his floor is DeMar DeRozan, so we're in for a treat with this simulation. He's an 80 overall. I have a feeling he's about to be really, really good. I'll see y'all at the start of the first season, see if the Pistons have anyone other than Cade and Jaden Ivey, but I think they have a young trio that is about to flourish. The Pistons didn't add anybody other than Kelly Oubre Jr., which is a little strange of an addition, but hey, MrBeast, I don't know if he'll start. Let me actually check the scouting, because I wonder what okay, they do have him starting. They have Jaden Ivey coming off the bench for Kelly Oubre Jr.? Listen, I don't usually control much in these simulations. Actually, most simulations, I don't control anything, but there's no way you're going to let Jaden Ivey ride the bench for Kelly Oubre Jr. I'm sorry. I don't know if Mr. Tsunami Poppy used his sex appeal to get a starting spot, but it's not happening as long as I can edit something in this video. I'm done touching the video, done touching whatever the rotations are. We'll see what happens. And what is this trade? Wait a minute. You're telling me that the Thunder are trying to trade for Jaden Ivey? 2K makes no sense. There's no reason that they should be offering up Chet Holmgren for Jaden Ivey right now, especially after he won Rookie of the Year and the Pistons didn't even plan on starting Ivey. I'm going to disable CPU trade offers because I don't control anything. You just heard me set down my controller, and we're going to simulate to the end of the year and see how MrBeast rookie season is. James Wiseman, most improved player. That's the only time he's ever going to win an award. Actually, who knows? Maybe he's... Why are they benching DeJounte Murray? Why is he sixth man of the... I give up. 2K, you guys make awful decisions. Let's go look, see what Jimmy did. He is an 82 overall. Great, good for him. He averaged 17 points, 5 assists. He did not win Rookie of the Year, but he did have a very good first season in the league. I can't say the same for his team. He's 34 and 48. That didn't make the playoffs, so I'll see you in the next year. Can't disrespect the Hawks for benching DeJounte Murray because apparently it is a championship winning equation as they win back-to-back, this time sweeping the Warriors and beating Boston in 6. Never mind, I see why we have DeJounte Murray benched. Kyrie Irving is on this team. How does Kyrie Irving end up in Atlanta? I don't know. They even got Joseph Nurkic. Wow, I just butchered that name. I'm sorry. I'm Chris Paul. I can say that name. He's awesome. On to season 2. I can't do this anymore. Mr. Ball, MVP. Hey, speaking of the Ball brothers, Jello's been hooping this summer. Maybe it's the year he finally gets on a roster. I don't see it happening, but it might happen. I don't know. It's likely, but it's not likely. Victor Wembanyama, your 6th man? Who is putting this man on the bench? I'm sorry, Jarrett Allen's a baller, but you either run both of them together or you bench Jay. There's no way. Victor, I'm sorry they are bullying you over there in Cleveland. Maybe one day we'll free you. Just kidding. I can't make that choice. I can't trade for anyone, but hey, MrBeast, second best player on the team. This year he went down in scoring. He actually kind of went down in every single stat. He had a worser season this year, shot a little bit better, but overall stats did go down. That's fine because this year they finally made the playoffs and they're playing the Bucks in the first round. So I don't know why I'm hyping up this playoff run because it's going to be very, very short as we win a game over them. Okay, we lose game 2. We lose game 3. It's tied 4-2. They're 4 games. What am I saying? And oh my God, we're going to a game 7 with Giannis. MrBeast really out here battling with Giannis and Chris Middleton in his second year. This man is taking them to a 7-game series. Can MrBeast end up winning the biggest well, this isn't the biggest competition of them all. This is only the first round. Will he go on to the finals? I have no clue. It's looking likely. Okay, MrBeast just beat Giannis. And now they're going up against the Wizards. Oh, that's Raps. They're not going to lose to a 7th seed if they just beat... They're down 3-0. How the hell does this happen? How do you beat Giannis and then lose to Bradley Beal and a domestic violence man? How do you... No. If they lose to Miles Bridges, this is just disappointing. Sometimes good doesn't beat evil, but maybe... Hey, whoa. Whoa, 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 7-game series, we're coming back down to... Hey, listen, if we somehow come back down 3-0 in the second season of MrBeast's career, he's God. He might be the greatest career simulation we ever do. It is the second year, and he came back down 3-0. He has beat Giannis, he has come back down 3-0, and now he just has to beat the MVP to go to the finals in his second year. I'm sure Cade Cunningham is scoring, I'm sure other people are good, but they are up 3-1 on the MVP, 3-2 on the MVP, and they're going to the finals in their second season. They're in the finals. They're up against Zion. Can they beat him? They win game 1. They win game 2. They lose game 3. They win game 4. Can they win game 5? No, they lose game 5. Come on. Close it out. And the Detroit Pistons are your NBA champions. Holy cow. 2 years in, and MrBeast is a finals champion, not a finals MVP. Cade Cunningham is going to take that award. MrBeast, his second year in the league, and he is an NBA champion. All I'm saying is this might be the greatest career sim we've ever done, because we're 2 years in, and he beat Giannis, came back down 3-0, beat the MVP, and beat Zion. That is one of the craziest and hardest runs to the finals I've ever seen. None of the awards matter. I just thought Omaha was a cool name. He won Rookie of the Year. Good for him. Everybody else, the usual suspects. And Nick Nurse, Coach of the Year. Cade Cunningham made the All-NBA second team. Great for him. I don't see MrBeast anywhere yet. I don't actually know what his numbers are if we go to the roster. He's a 90 overall already, and he's averaging 15 points. How are you a 90 overall averaging 15 points, MrBeast? Sir Jimmy, if I can call you that. Are we friends? Probably not. How are you? I don't know. Listen, he won a championship in his second year. He's had an okay career so far. We're just going to hit simulate play. We lost in the first round. Okay, he's trash. He's garbage. This might be the quickest fall off I've ever seen. The Pistons were the worst team in the entire league, at least tied with the Nuggets. They were absolutely awful. I don't understand what happened. MrBeast, he averaged 19 points this year. He started scoring a little bit more, but their team did absolutely awful. They're not even in the playoffs because they're the 15th seed. So they might get the first pick. They're going to draft some random third grader, and the Bucks are your champions because there's no Jimmy, there's no MrBeast to take them on and make sure they lose, because guess what? They can't handle the MrBeast. He's too good. LaMelo Ball has won 4 straight MVPs. It's been proven that the Pistons front office sucks. I don't know how this team doesn't make the playoffs. They were the 11th seed. You got 23 points from Cade. MrBeast averaged 22 this year and 7 assists. He started hooping, but the team sucked. They were the 11th seed, so I'm just going to go ahead and simulate. They didn't even make the play-in. They're that bad. Adam Silver is somewhere in a corner crying because the Kings and Pacers finals would probably cost them more money than they would make. Nobody's going to watch a Kings versus Pacers finals, especially if it went to Game 7. Jaylen Brown's on the Kings. By the way, Brad Stevens, if you're watching this, if you trade Jaylen Brown, I will mail a bunch of rotten potatoes to your home. Don't trade Jaylen. I don't care if it's for KD. I don't care if it's for Jesus himself. Keep Jaylen Brown. Speaking of Kevin Durant, yeah, he retires in like 4 years. Are you really going to trade Jaylen Brown for 2 to 3 years of Kevin Durant? No, please don't. MrBeast averaged 26 points, 7 assists, 2 steals, and a block, shooting 45% from the 3-point line. This man absolutely hooping. They also got Pokuveski on their team now. Good for them. Jermaine O'Neal Jr. is an 80 overall now. This team is loaded. No wonder they were a second seed. Let's just go and win another championship. First round, we're up against the Pacers. They were in the finals last year, but they're the 7th seed. They're trash. They are not getting past us. We are up right here, 3-1, and that's gonna, okay, nope, maybe not. Okay, 3, it's a 7-game series. I swear, let's not lose in Game 7 and blow a 3-1 lead in the first round. Detroit, you had that amazing second year season, and now you guys are just kind of not great. Oh god, it's real close. It's real close, boys. It's a 3-point game. It's a 2-point game with 50 seconds. Let's jump in. 50 seconds left. Detroit has the ball. Game 7 against the Pacers. If they lose, they blow a 3-1 lead, and Cade Cunningham takes an awful layup. Rebound by Howard. I don't even know who anybody on the Pacers are right now. None of these guys are real players. Dillingham? Is that his name? Dillingham. They got Julius Randle. Oh, shoot. Julius Randle, 3 in the corner. Wide open. He hits it. Detroit, what are you doing? If they lose to goddamn Julius Randle's 3, I'm done. I'm never making another career simulation in the Pistons team ever again. I will trade the player that gets drafted to the Pistons. I'll trade them to, I don't know, the Bobcats. Speaking of the career simulation, if you want to download MrBeast, I did upload his player DNA, so if you want to use MrBeast in the NBA, you can. And speaking of that, he has the ball here, 126, 125. He gives it down at Killian Killian Hayes, right corner, guarded by, I have no clue who that is. I think he's AutoGen. MrBeast wide open in the corner, 3, and he hits it! 17 seconds left to go. Detroit up 2, timeout by Indiana, and what a shot by MrBeast, coming up huge. Indiana inbounds to Julius Randle, top of the key, working on who? Is that Herb Jones? Julius Randle, 12 seconds left to go. 2 ties it, a 3 wins the game for the Pacers. Can Julius Randle save Indiana? Step back over Herb Jones. He misses. Rebound by MrBeast, down to Killian Hayes, and there's a foul by Miles Turner. 1 second left on the clock. That is pretty much good as gone, good as wraps. It's all over, and the Pistons are moving on to the second round, just barely. This time, though, they are up against Brooklyn. Brooklyn wins game 1, wins game 2, loses game 3. There we go. Oh, God, we're down 3-1. Are we going to come? Nope, we're not coming back. And the Brooklyn Nets beat us, and the Bucks, they win a title in 4 against Sacramento. Man, after that first round being so exciting, so hype, and, you know, MrBeast hitting the 3, I thought we were going to go back to the finals, but I guess not every story can be a happy story. It's a miracle. Scoot Henderson is your MVP. Somebody other than LaMelo Ball. You love to see it. MrBeast had a pretty good season, averaging 23 points, 7.5 assists, 1.6 steals, and 0.9 blocks, along with 3 rebounds. Having a pretty good year. The first couple of years weren't that great, besides the fact that they won a title, but now his career averages are almost 20 points, so that's good to see by MrBeast. They also got Patrick Williams on this team, which is interesting to see. Here we go, first round, Detroit and Orlando. I don't expect us to lose to Orlando, but then again, I've seen some crazy things happen in 2K. We are up 3-1, and we are not going to be moving on to the next round because they won, and now we are on to the next round. We are facing off against Tyrese Maxey, who is now a higher overall than Joel Embiid. They also got Kyle Kuzma, Cameron Barnes, and Zion Collins. You only really know 3 players out of the people I just named, but it's fine. We are about to take down Joel Embiid. At least I hope it is a tied series. Now we're down 1, down 2, come back down 3-1, baby. I believe in you. I believe in, yes, sir, Detroit. Speaking of Detroit, they just revealed that they're bringing back the teal jerseys. I'm gonna need to pick me up a teal Jaden Ivey jerseys. Those jerseys are so clean, and one of my favorite retro throwbacks I've seen ever, and holy cow, we just stomped the Sixers on the way to the next round. The conference finals might be a little scary, though, because we are facing off against the Milwaukee Bucks and Giannis. We beat them a couple years ago, but right now it is a tied series, 2-2. We are now down 3-2. Let's tie it up. No, okay, we did not tie it up. And 10 years later, practically, the Bucks and Suns are facing off once again in the finals. But this time, neither Booker or Giannis are on the teams. I don't even know where Giannis is, but he's not on the Bucks. So we just lost to a Giannis-less Bucks. They win the title. Dyson Daniels is your finals MVP. I've never seen him good in these simulations, but shout out to Dyson. And there are now dogs barking, so bye-bye. I mentioned it in my last video, in the Vince Carter video, but I'm currently house sitting and dog sitting for 3 dogs, and the mailman came by, so obviously they're gonna bark. Sorry about that. LaMelo Ball is back, but we are the 3rd seed. We're taking on Orlando once again. Please don't lose, Detroit. Like, go to the finals, go win a championship. The fact that you guys won a championship in the year that was only, what, the 2nd year of MrBeast being in the league is kind of crazy, and they beat Atlanta in 7. This is the time. This is your rematch. Milwaukee doesn't even have Giannis. They do not have the big, tall Greek man. How are you losing to Dyson Daniels, Wendell Carter Jr., and Jalen Green? You're better than that, MrBeast. You give out $1 million like daily. You didn't eat for 30 days. You're basically Ramadan Kyrie. Let's go! He came back down 3-1. Another 3-1 lead comeback, whatever you want to call it. We're in the finals. We're going against the Kings. They are the 8th seed of the West, and they took a game on us. They've taken 2 games on us, 3 games on us. Jimmy, okay. All right. Yeah, they went from the most impressive team to the biggest frauds. Scotty Barnes wins MVP, only averaging 19 points, and he won Defensive Player of the Year, so he had a pretty good season. Cooper Zachary, no clue who the hell this guy is, but he's going crazy. I will say he's one of those players that are just kind of auto-generated or a random draft that I've downloaded. I think next year what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the draft classes that are like post-2025 all by myself, and they'll be all names that we recognize in the videos. It'll be channel members, and it'll be just other fun names. So next year, definitely what I'm going to do to make the simulations a little bit more fun so we know the players. We are the 7th seed playing Atlanta here in the first round, and it is a 7-game series again with Atlanta, with Trae Young. Actually, I don't even know if Trae Young is still there, but he might be. We got Herb Jones, we got Obi Toppin, we got MrBeast. They want us to give them more minutes. That's just not possible because we're in the middle of a game that we just lost. Trae Young is still there. They also got Victor Wembanyama, so no wonder we lost. We suck. Update on the stats of MrBeast. He averaged 21 and 7 last year. He's passing the rock. He's scoring. He's good. I'd say for like an all-star, he's like an average all-star, right? He's nothing mind-blowing, but he's a pretty darn good player. I have no idea who this man is, but if he's winning MVP and LaMelo and Luka aren't, I'm happy with it. Fine by me. MrBeast, where you at? Guess what? I'm confident that we beat the Cavs. I'm hitting simulate. We lost in 5. Never mind. If there's any odd chance that MrBeast sees this video or he sees it on TikTok or anything, hey, MrBeast, put me in a video. I'm a funny dude. I can give you free content. I won't even, you know what? I don't even need the money. I do need the money, but I don't need the money. I'll be there to entertain, hit my line. Listen, if I have to eat 30 Beast burgers in one sitting for you, I will. Put me in a damn video. Put hashtag little codeine in MrBeast. Just tell Jimmy to put me in a goddamn video somehow. Fly me out because I'm poor, but still, let me get in a video. Edmond is your MVP, and once again, the Pistons, they're mediocre. A 6th seed. MrBeast averaged 22, 3, and 7. Almost 2 steals. Had a pretty good year. The good news is the Hawks do not have Trae Young anymore, so we might be able to beat this. Trae Young kind of been our kryptonite, but guess what? We're Superman, and we have no kryptonite weakness. I don't know where that reference was going, but it's fine. We won in 5. All right, MrBeast, show us the chocolate, show us the money, Squid Games, whatever videos can I reference? A, stand in the red circle, food pantry, philanthropy, they lose. As soon as I mentioned giving things away to people, they lost. So hey, guys, this is your reminder. Be a selfish human being. No one cares about you except for yourself. That's a joke, by the way. I'm not Andrew Tate, okay? It's a bit, all right? I'm not Andrew Tate. I'm not trying to ruin your future. It was a joke. It was a bit. Trust me, I'm not bald yet. If we get 12,000 subscribers by the end of the year, I'll shave my head. You heard it here first. That's how unlikely it is. If I hit 12,000 subscribers by the end of 2022, I'll shave my head bald and we'll make a vlog out of it. So subscribe if you haven't already. That's the subscribe plug of this video. Hey, welcome back to MVP Mountain, Cameron Barnes. Glad to see you here. This year, the Pistons were the 3rd seed. For some reason, they can't seem to get out of that 3rd seed, 6th seed spot. They end up winning in 5 there. They win in 7 here against Atlanta. We might be going back to the finals. We are up 1-0 on Detroit, and now it's all tied up. I just said 1-up on Detroit. You know what I meant to say. Obviously, we're playing Toronto. We're playing Scotty Barnes. He's won like 30,000 Defensive Player of the Years. He even won MVP, and now it's a 7-game series in the Eastern Conference Finals. Here we go. Cade versus Scotty Barnes. MrBeast versus Nick Nurse, and I don't know who else is on either team. All that matters is that Jimmy is from North Carolina. He's from America. He's gonna do it. Nope, he's not doing America proud, and he's losing to Canada. That's fine. Whatever. Drake is more famous than Jimmy anyway. And speaking of Jimmy and Drake played a dude named Jimmy on Degrassi. Bet you didn't know that. Maybe you did know that. And Scotty Barnes is your finals MVP, but it should have been us. Shout out Dolph Ziggler. I just now realized that Edmund Finley is a Raptor, which means that this guy who's won multiple MVPs is on the same team as Scotty Barnes, who also won an MVP and has won Defensive Player of the Year for like the last 7 years. Basically, since Giannis decided to go and have Euros and not hang out in the NBA anyway. Did I even say that? You guys know the weird Greek sandwiches Arby's serves for some odd reason. I was making a joke that Giannis is Greek. Anyway, don't matter. You get the point. Once again, the 3rd seed going up against, would you be shocked? It's the Hawks. We're beating, no, we lost. We lost in the first round again. MrBeast, please sign somewhere else. Leave this team. The Raptor, this guy won finals MVP. Toronto is a juggernaut. They got Madden Hill, whoever this guy is. He's a 93. He just won finals MVP. They had a different dude win regular MVP, and they have Scotty Barnes winning Defensive Player of the Year. Nobody's touching Toronto. If you're curious on MrBeast's stats this season, he averaged 27 and 2. Great for you. Listen, he's playing good defense. He's getting 2 steals a game. I think he just needs Chris to like go on the court, throw a bunch of Orbeez on the court when they're going for a layup so that the star player falls, breaks their neck, and then there's just less competition. And you do that at every single game, so then you just have Chris basically being an NBA hitman who uses Orbeez to take out his targets. It's pretty crazy, but listen, it might work. And honestly, we don't even have to worry about Nick Nurse. We're down 3-0 against the Knicks. They don't have anyone real. None of your players are human beings. I mean, they might be human beings, but they're human beings who are struggling to pass calculus right now. We got swept. Also, I have rule changes on. I go back and reset them if they get enacted, but I always forget about that part, so I never turn it off. But I went to go check it, and it says basically the new rule where the Kobe rule, they add 24 points, and then that's the end game. It's 30 now. So that means two things. One, they wanted to increase to 30 as a cool number, or two, the same reason it got changed with Kobe's number. Steph Curry has died in this universe. In a world where MrBeast is an NBA player, Stephen Curry dies in 2036. Rest in peace, Stephen Curry. Please don't happen in real life. This time, I don't think Detroit's been a 4th seed in this entire video, so hey, they might play Toronto in the very second round. Oh, wait, hold up. We did. First, we beat Boston in 7. That's awesome. Great. Love to see it. We are tied 1-1 here in the second round against Toronto and the MVP. Now it's tied 2-2, 2-3. Can we beat the crazy super team over in Toronto? Now, Jimmy, I've been ragging on you a bit. You've been pretty garbage this whole video, besides, what, your second year fluke, it seemed. If you can beat this Toronto super team, go on to the conference finals, I'll take it. Yeah, it's not happening. Damn. Toronto doesn't even make it out of the next round, and Portland with King Bacon? What kind of name? Who names their kid King, first off? King is the first name is the dumbest thing I've ever heard, and his last name is basically Bacon, but he has a T, so Bacot, it's just a dumb name. I'm sorry, I don't mean to disrespect your parents, Sir Bacot, but they're stupid. Cameron Barnes is back. He wins MVP. I'm pretty sure when he won it last time, he was playing with Memphis, so now he wins it in New York, Madison Square Garden. What a great arena. First round, we're going against Philadelphia. I don't even think Doc Rivers is still coaching, so they're probably going to beat us because we all know Doc Rivers doesn't know what the playoffs are. I stand corrected. I should say he doesn't know what winning in the playoffs are. He's been to the playoffs so many times. Yeah, he won a title over there with Boston, but once again, loses in the finals. Caleb Hull is your finals MVP. Ja Morant and Zion retire. They were both on the same team, which is nuts. That's a scary combo. Those people would be jumping out the gym. Then again, they're like 40 at this point in time, so they'd probably not be jumping in any gyms. They'd be doing light acrobatic layups. Hey, Mr. Finley, love seeing you again. Welcome back to the MVP. Giovanni Rincati. That is the most Italian badass name I've ever heard. Rookie of the year. Where are you from? Giovanni Rincati. He's a 26-year-old rookie. Hey, I was right though. He is from Italy. That is the most Italian name ever, and I did automated 2K. So 2K, I get the joke. It was funny. That was real close. You should have called him like Stromboli Ricotta the Third or something crazy. Anyways, we're simulating through the playoffs. We're gonna beat we beat what? So last year when we were better, we can't beat Philly, but this year as a 7th seed, we beat Philadelphia. I don't understand how that happens. Just for us to lose in the second round of Washington, we got swept. MrBeast trying his best. He's back to averaging 20 and 8. This year is probably his best year in a while, back since what, 34, 35, 35, 36. He stepped up. It's 2 a.m. at this point of the recording. I've been up for 27 hours. Cade Cunningham won MVP? Like 2K. He is 39 years old, averaging 31, 7, and 11, carrying the Pistons to the 1st seed. Cameron Barnes is still here in the league. We're the best team in the league. We got Coach of the Year. Cade Cunningham is nearly 40. He is working on his retirement plan and winning MVP. I genuinely don't know what happened. MrBeast got worse in overall, but his stats all went up. I mean, this admin guy, he's been okay. He's actually been a really good center. He's 7 foot. He's averaged a double-double pretty much every year of his career, and the team's been really good, but good enough to be a 1st seed is crazy. Cade wins play. You know what? I'm simulating. This is the title year. It's gonna happen. Cade won MVP at goddamn 40, and we win! We win! The Pistons win! Dude, yeah, shout out. Listen, MrBeast won finals MVP. What a comeback story. Oh, can you tell I'm overtired? This This is the greatest comeback story in 2K history. To make it even better, I just went and looked at the box score of the pretty much entire series, right? And we came back down 3-1. I don't know how it happened. I don't know why it happened. I don't know how MrBeast is dropping 40 in Game 7 of the finals. You got Cade Cunningham winning rookie. He's not Ben Simmons. He's not winning rookie anything. He's winning MVP, and I don't get it. We win in 7. We come back down 3-1. We win a title. LaMelo Ball finally retires. Cade Cunningham is winning championships at this age and getting MVPs, and what's LaMelo doing? Retiring like a bum. MrBeast just signed on for 3 more years and averaged 23 points for the first time in over 10 years. I don't know why they're getting better with age. It's absolutely nuts. We are up against Indiana in the first round, and at this point in the careers, we just won we got swept? Excuse me? The Italian won 6th man of the year. The Pistons, they're the 2nd seed. It's the end of their career. I mean, this is the last year, most likely. I'd be shocked if we got swept. We got swept by the 7th seed. The 7th seed with Toronto. Wait a minute. Okay, Toronto didn't go to the finals. Andre Cass Jr., he is your finals MVP for the Lakers. Good for them. I'm assuming MrBeast is going to retire, or maybe not. I don't know. I don't see his name. Is he really staying for another year? Okay, I'll see y'all in the next playoffs. MrBeast is 40 years old, 23-9. Arguably the best season of his damn career, All-NBA first team. You, sir, should be planning out retirement, not hooping at this level. They're the 1st seed out of nowhere. I don't know why we hit 40 and we got swept. The first, how does the 1st seed get? I give up. The 1st seed that we swept. I don't even have commentary because I'm that just like blown away, and they don't retire. Now, I understand MrBeast, yeah, you could play to 41, sure. Why is Cade Cunningham still in the league? Their 35-year-old teammate is retiring, but guess what? We are still getting more years of 40-year-old MrBeast, and Cade Cunningham is 42. Cameron Barnes was an MVP with his 3rd different team. Cade Cunningham wins 6th man of the year. I don't know who he's coming off the bench for. No, like actually, why is he coming off the bench? Martin Boyd is an 83. And he's an 87. Start this man. We are the 1st seed, which kind of doesn't matter given we got swept last. And once again, why is the 8th seed OP? Both the 7th seed and the 8th seed move on to the 2nd round. No, I don't want to force no wins. If I'd force wins, I'd force it for Detroit. But no, we lost to the 8th seed Trailblazers. King Bacon wins finals MVP. I hate that man. His name is trash. Mr. Cade Cunningham retires. Finally, 43 years old. He's gone. Cooper Flagg retires. Shout out to Maine. I don't know how his career was shorter than Cade Cunningham's, but it was. We are the 12th seed. MrBeast could not even carry them to the play-in, which is very, very sad, and that's going to be the end of his career. And MrBeast is retiring. 23 years pro. He was drafted in 2023. We are now in 2045. This man had career averages of 21 points, 7 assists, 1.6 steals, and 3.5 rebounds. He is a 2-time champion, 10-time All-Star, 1-time first-team All-NBA, 2-time second-team All-NBA, 2-time third-team All-NBA, and 2-time second-team All-Defense. Overall, pretty great career. He won a title in his 2nd year, unreal title, and then the 2nd title they won was pretty nuts as well. So overall, a pretty fun career sim, a lot of cool moments, a lot of funny moments. He did not win a bunch of titles or get any crazy awards, but he had a really, really good career, I'd say. He played all the way up into 42. Somehow this man uses all of his money for conditioning, just like LeBron. Who knows? Maybe at this point, maybe we'll see MrBeast in like a robot in 100 years. We have no clue what's going to happen in the future. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you like, subscribe. I'm out. Peace.